Now, the concept of this video was made possible by EQ Equalizer. These guys are helping me combine cultural relevance with business intelligence. Gervonta Davis has talked about retiring to focus on building himself up outside the ring. When it comes to business, how do you reinvent yourself? For my cargo van business, man, I got several different ways I earn money. With one of them being acquiring personal customers. I could either work with the store directly or I could work with the customer directly. Maybe she was using the delivery app last time and I gave her my flyer. No matter how I gain this customer, I'm always looking for ways to make my pitch more effective. Sometimes I add a QR code to the flyer. That way the customer can schedule their own pickup and drop off. Sometimes I give them my number directly. I done had times where I was wearing my shirt, they got my logo on it, and they asked me, what does ODODO stand for? So I give them my testimony followed by my business card. In some cases, doing the exact same thing you always do is beneficial, but I feel like if it's getting stale to the point where I'm just not delivering it with the same passion and conviction, I switch it up and spark some new energy. How can the competitive, aggressive spirit of a high stakes boxing match inspire you to push past competition in a crowded market? There's a lot of gurus and educators out here helping people get their foot inside the door when it comes to this cargo van industry. I don't want to copy and paste what those guys are doing, so I'm always looking for other ways to make some money in this industry. Of course, I have conventional ways of how owner operators can earn a dollar, but I also have some unconventional ways as well. I like to pride myself on combining both methods to get the best outcome. So, with that being said, I'm always looking for opportunities to take my business to the next level, as well as give people who want to get started in this game a different perspective and some avenues. That way, if things are slow, they can pivot. The same applies for people that's already in the game, too. As far as my budgeting app, I gotta build a brand. It's no way I can compete with big companies who have millions of dollars to invest into their product. It's also no way I can stop them from stealing my features. But the one thing I can control is building my brand. Of course, I'll pay for advertisement, but what I'm really focused on, building my user base brick by brick, aka person by person. I gotta make people see the vision, respect the mission, and help me propel the app to the top. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach have known each other since youth. What role do you think this will play in the fight? And how does long-standing relationships shape business success? Hey, they do say experience is the best teacher, but I imagine both of these fighters have grown exponentially since the last time they knuckled up, so I don't think that'll play a factor. Now, if it does end up playing a factor in this fight, it'll probably be if Tank hurts Lamont and the doubt begins to creep in since he already lost to Tank before. Or Lamont could use those losses as fuel and come out guns blazing and end up pulling off an upset. So we'll see. As far as business, man, I've seen long-standing relationships play a huge role in both my companies. One of my old supervisors used to always tell me I'm gonna do something special. And she was saying this when I was a knucklehead. I'm talking about coming to work smelling like a pound, just tripping. Fast forward a few years later, I end up releasing a budget Bible, and she was one of the first people that purchased a copy. And not just one copy, she purchased 10. She told me she gave one to each person on her team. Man, that really gave me the confidence to keep going. And for my cargo van business, man, I had met this woman who had a plug with Office Depot. I started delivering packages for them, but after a couple of days, I was like, man, this ain't for me. But instead of ghosting them, I had a conversation with the warehouse supervisor in a way that she could do nothing but respect the decision. The woman who got me the opportunity was disappointed initially because of how fast I called it quits, but she too had to respect it. So a few months go by, I'm doing my thing, and I get a random phone call from that same woman saying she had an opportunity for me. Man, this opportunity was super lucrative, paying me close to like $300, averaging about 4 to 5 stops, and I was completing a whole route in like 3 to 4 hours. So by me not burning a bridge, our paths reconnected, and we still going strong to this day.